This is March 24th, 2020. Name is Andrew Martin Sousa, born June 10th, 1984. I am a victim of heinous satanic ritual abuse going back to early childhood. There has been serious law enforcement, government, military, black ops involvement, very large-scale operation, and extremely well-funded. Have seen the employment of military-grade aircraft and law enforcement aircraft used in my torture for many years. I am a resident of Brooks, Maine. The perpetrators have invented many lies and recently were able to finally get some more serious legal charges against me. They made sure to get numerous mental health diagnoses against me using lies and are now most likely going to try and put me in some sort of psychiatric facility where they can continue to torture me covertly. I have drawn a bit of attention to the attempts to murder and torture me. They have tried to kill me with vicious physical attacks, trying to cause fatal car accidents intentionally, repeated covert poisonings and druggings, and employ very sophisticated electronic weaponry and/or neural weaponry, most likely employing bio-API nanotechnology. I have suffered unbelievable damage to my physical health. The psychological warfare tactics are on a level that is truly disturbing. Their goal is obviously to cause as much pain and suffering as humanly possible and to push me to suicide. They have viciously persecuted me in the most heinous ways, some of which I won't mention. This has been a very large operation with many people involved. They probably will try to commit me to a mental hospital because their attempts to eradicate me have failed. I recently spent around 3+ years in jail, prison, and psychiatric facilities, all of which I was being tortured in unbelievably sick ways. Now I have probation and prison time hanging, and they are trying to use that as leverage and intimidation to get me to willingly accept psychiatric medication where they will try and give me a chemical lobotomy. They have been trying to intimidate me for a very long time because they are involved in a satanic organization. Many of the police and professionals around my area are either in some way involved or have knowledge of the types of things taking place. This is why they have been persecuting me in the most unbelievably sick ways since I have been a young child. This is why they have been relentlessly trying to get me to kill myself because their attempts always fail. Their attempts always fail. I am supernaturally protected and no attempts from them to kill me before the appointed time will succeed. There is an unbelievable amount of psychological terrorizing and gaslighting that is done in an extremely sophisticated and covert manner. It is designed to attack the victim, myself, almost constantly, and to provoke me to act in ways to further give them reasons to claim that I am mentally ill or a threat to society. Its covert manner of employing gaslighting tactics are also designed in a way so that if I were to ever try to reveal the details, that I would in effect sound crazy, and it either does not leave evidence, or if it does and I start collecting evidence, they will find a way to steal the evidence covertly. I have had evidence stolen from my house and have experienced frequent invasions into my dwellings in the past. They use sophisticated mind control, remote neural monitoring in conjunction with neural programming technology on myself and those around me to influence them either wittingly or unwittingly, to carry out psychological warfare. I seem to be overall immune to the mind control myself, although they are able to read some of my thoughts at times via remote neural monitoring. Even at a young age, the torture was extremely disturbing. They want me to surrender to them in the form of letting them basically make a snuff film with me as the main star. They are doing it anyway and seemingly getting away with it, but for some reason it is very important to these sick people that I willingly go along with it, essentially forfeiting myself. There is obviously an unbelievably huge amount of money involved in this disturbing program. At the root of this all, without question, is a satanic elite that has been poised at trying to destroy me. I believe many lower level operatives involved in all this don't even know that and are just told lies about me to get them to go along with this unbelievably sick behavior. I am sure they are also told they are serving their country or similar things to encourage them. Many of these perpetrators are just plain evil and need no justification either way, and simply delight in torturing innocent people. There is a very large amount of law enforcement, medical, and mental health operatives involved. Also, there is a great number of people of all walks of life involved. They have used lies, defamation, and character assassination over the years to use the criminal justice system and mental health system against me. Many law enforcement officers have been very involved in helping to carry out and cover up these vicious attacks, both physical and psychological. Many of these people are heavily involved in the occult and heinous crimes to many other victims as well. These operatives are paid very well even at the lower levels, I am quite sure of that. So to them, I am a resource and they are selling my torture. This is the greatest threat to national security right now and has been for quite some time. It is of the most importance I am allowed to have the components and protection I need in order to wage war against these people. I am the secret weapon that these people fear more than anything, and for a very good reason. Their whole attempt at success depends on keeping me prone, silenced, and discredited. Many people are starting to awaken, and they are truly scared at this point. As well, I am demonstrating my authority as someone who will not bow to evil. There is a global cabal of the highest echelon of world leaders who are involved with this. They are deeply embedded in occult practices, secret societies, the worship of fallen angels, and the devil himself. I know this overall program has been employed on many other victims over the years, although my case is very unique. I am asking the United States of America and what is left of the remnant of good people in positions of government, law enforcement, and the military in aiding me in fighting the number one enemy of America and mankind. Stay tuned because there'll be more coming, as this is just a brief introduction.